Okay, so today we'll be opening up this used Pronto oil filter, number PO195. And I got this used Pronto oil filter from a very generous viewer whose name is Joseph82Kid from New Jersey. Thanks, Joseph. This oil filter was in service for 5 months, 5,440 miles, and came off of Joseph's mother's car, a 2008 Mercury Sable. Yep, the one with a 3.5 liter V6 engine, which now has 106,440 miles. She was using 5W20 Supertech full synthetic oil during this period. So let's get started.
You gotta glue the silicone, be nice and tight. Get your end of here, filtration.
Okay, so before we open this filter up, let's take a quick look at it. The date code, we got leak tested, 24MHM06. We got some instructions here. We got some filters that it crosses over to. And if we look down here, it says made in China. And right here it says the smart choice for auto parts. Alright, that's cool. And this filter has 8 inlet holes, metal core with holes, bypass valve at the dome end, 4 grooves there for threads, and a nitro rubber gasket. So put the thickness of this gasket up on the screen. Okay, let's open this filter up and see what it looks like. Alright, not too much oil. Base plate. Alright, I don't see no sludging going on. That's good. Yeah, that looks good in there. Nitro rubber and drain back valve. No slits or tears. Okay, it looks like it was doing a good job. I had a Q-tip sitting in there poking through it because it did have oil in it. So it was holding the oil back. Metal end caps. Here's a bypass valve. And this has a setting of 14 to 17 psi. Alright, pleats are nicely spaced. I don't see the seam. I think it's right here. Probably an inside seam. I'll put the number of pleats on the screen. And this is a enhanced cellulose media with a nominal micron rating of 15 to 25 microns. Okay, it all looks good. Coil spring, our favorite. That's a big coil spring too. And you get some inside paint spray, overspray. I can see a couple little things in there. I'll have this can sitting like that upside down. See if that's gritty stuff, gritty or not. Now I'll put the measurements of the can up on the screen. Okay, so that looks good. Now let's get the width of this filter. So we got 2.66 inches wide, minus 1/10 of an inch for the end caps. Alright, well, let me cut this filter open, squeeze it out, stretch it out, and see what it looks like under a microscope. Be right back. Okay, here's this Pronto filter all stretched out. And this filter is 48.5 inches long. Okay, so let's get the thickness of this filter media. 0.97 millimeters thick. Okay, this is the filtering side, the back side. And if we take a look at this under a microscope, you're going to see some little soot carbon particles throughout there. So but it's not super dirty. So let's take a look at that picture. So as you can see, it did catch some soot and carbon particles. Now let's take a look at the filter up close. And let's take I got a UV light here too. Where is the switch here? Okay. I saw a couple little sparklies over here somewhere, but overall, this filter media is really clean on the outside. Yeah, you can even see, like, I think there's one right there. There's one right there. Might be one there too. Right there's probably one. Sometimes they're hard to see. Even with the UV light, it's not really helping. But let me put that away. But the outside of the filter itself is clean. See that? It all went inside. So there's no, it's not a bunch of soot and carbon here on the outside of it. So actually it's pretty clean. It's doing a good job. So let's take a look at the rest of the filter. So let's start with this metal core. You got metal core with holes. They're rough holes. So that's not the greatest, but it's got a lot of nice holes in there. Yeah, so this is all pretty good. The can. See, there's that thing I saw earlier. That looks like a piece of glue. It definitely looks like glue that came off filter media. Yeah, that looks like glue to me. Let's see if this stuff is gritty or not. No. This is smooth, so that's good. It's pretty clean in there. You got a nice coil spring. And these components we went over, the gaskets. I would say the only drawback to this filter is this nitro rubber anti-drain back valve. And a lot of nice holes in the base plate. But you know, it was pushing, you know, this spring probably pushes so hard against this that it keeps it nice and tight, because there was a lot of oil in this filter. So, you know, when you take this, go like that, and you got this pretty good sized spring pushing on it. It's holding this anti-drain back valve really tight against there. Because like I said, I used a Q-tip to get the oil out of this, and there was a lot of oil left in there. So what do you guys think about this filter? Please post your comments down below. And again, I want to thank Joseph for sending me this used Pronto oil filter. And I also want to mention Joseph has a YouTube channel called 82Kid. He has some auto related videos on there, so you might want to check it out. I'll put a link to his channel down below in the descriptions. And with that being said, I think I'll wrap this video up. And don't forget, Oil Filter Fridays. I try to open up an oil filter every Friday on this YouTube channel. So if you like this video, please hit that like button. Thanks for watching and take care. Yeah, this filter don't look bad. It looks pretty clean.